12 years ago, September 11th, 2001, I was working at a place called the Corpus Christi Pistol and Rifle Club. And while I was on my way to go take care of some gun club business. And then lo and behold, something tragic took place all across the world. We were doing a huge shoot, and all of a sudden, victims in New York City were bombed. Places like New York City, the Pentagon, and I believe Philadelphia and other cities were attacked. It's something that no one will ever forget. And even though we were threatened, we were called out, we weren't going to let them take us. So we fought back. We fought back on the war of terrorism. Then in 2011, it was The Rock who said it best when he said, "We got him. We got him, and we took our country back." And to this day, on behalf of everyone in America, of New York City, we dedicate this to you. And we will always remember 9/11. Welcome to this very special, if not patriotic, edition of the Main Event Talk. You know, I wasn't sure exactly how I was going to be able to do this, but I figured, you know what, it's 9/11, why not go ahead and put together just a little tribute for the victims of 9/11, because that's exactly what I did. I post a flag out, a memory of silence, and then before you know it, spoke my mind, just like I always do. Now, this special edition is not just about 9/11, it's about something else. And yes, it does relate to professional wrestling, but before I talk about it, I also want to mention two things. I want to talk about the 3 episodes of Main Event Thoughts that have been out on YouTube for the past couple of days. Now, to let everybody know, there's going to be 2 more episodes of Main Event Thoughts coming up soon, so be ready for that. There's going to be one coming up this week, and I believe one coming up next week, so be prepared for that. Episode 4 and Episode 5 will be coming very, very soon. And also, besides that, I want to wish a happy birthday to one of the greatest managers of all time. This individual has managed men like Stone Cold Steve Austin, Ravishing Rick Rude, The Undertaker, Brock Lesnar, Arn Anderson, beautiful Bobby Eaton, CM Punk, I believe I mentioned Brock Lesnar. We're talking about the man who does the hustle, the man who was known in WCW as Paul E. Dangerously, and known in ECW, the creator, in my opinion, of ECW, and one of the greatest managers of all time. I want to wish a happy birthday to Mr. Paul Heyman. And yes, it's his birthday. Happy birthday to you, and I hope, well, I can't guarantee you're going to get out of your match at Night of Champions, but we'll see what happens from there on out, okay? So nonetheless, happy birthday to Paul Heyman. Hope you have a great birthday. In this edition of the Main Event Talk, Paul Heyman probably knows this individual quite well. As a matter of fact, everybody knows who this individual is. We're going to talk about a certain particular individual who you heard on WWE.com is retiring. Now, this individual is a color commentator, and he's worked with men like Jerry the King Lawler, Michael Cole, Tony Schiavone, and I think a list of others, including one of the another great color commentator himself, a man I believe he looked up to for many, many years. His name is the Dean of Wrestling, Gordon Soley. Gordon Soley, I consider one of the greatest color commentators in wrestling. He was truly the voice of professional wrestling. And there was another man who was considered truly the voice of not just professional wrestling, but also sports entertainment. He has been involved in the WWE for over 20 years, and he has announced his retirement on WWE. His name is good old JR Jim Ross. And I never thought the day would come when he finally retires. And personally, to me, I never thought the day would come. And I always felt that JR, I always felt he should never retire anyway. He's so great at what he does. It's unbelievable. Now, everyone can talk about the fact that JR has been a part of WWE for a long, long time. But for all us old school wrestling fans, we all know how long he's been in the business. He's been in the WWE for 20 years, but he's been in the wrestling business for a whole lot longer than that. Everybody remembers his color commentary with him, and I believe, I was going to say Tony Schiavone, but it's not him. There was another one.